Alrighty, St. Joe's, what's up?
We have quite a few things to cover, but before we get into it, I just want to do a little review of what we did this last Sunday because it was cool. So this last Sunday was a day of like joyful chaos, I'll call it that.
That's what I heard.
So we had our second annual Advent Festival, and it was awesome. It was very well attended. We had several hands-on workshops, and we had some talks that different people gave, and we just had really good engagement, snacks, hot cocoa, all that kind of stuff. So
What was one of the talks that was given?
one was on just Advent.
Okay.
And so the person who gave that talk had like different Advent wreaths, and they just kind of talked about the significance of the Advent wreath and just kind of reviewing just kind of the history and the meaning, different ways that you can celebrate Advent as a family.
Oh, great.
Yep.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so it was cool. And it was really an opportunity to bring together our Spanish-speaking community and our English-speaking community. So I always love those kind of events where we come together.
And it was also the rite of welcome.
It was the rite of
11:30.
acceptance and
Rite
welcome.
acceptance.
It was our second one though.
Mhm,
So our
right.
big one was back in October, and this was for folks who missed that. But that rite too, like somebody just emailed me and said, it's just so beautiful, and it really is. So it was kind of a big day.
Yeah, I mean, my experience the last time I did it was really great. It was an experience of joy.
It is.
You could see the joy in people's faces.
Yep. So it was a good Sunday. So I hope a lot of our viewers were there to experience it firsthand. But one of the things that you get a redo on this Sunday is the Justice Marketplace. So our Justice Marketplace will be open again this Sunday after all three masses. And we have the Joyful Peacemakers who make handcrafted goods, and all the proceeds for that go to support Project Homeless Connect, which is coming up in January. It's right around the corner. And then we have our sister parish has information and people here willing to talk about our relationship with St. Bernadette. And then we have Hannah's Shoes fundraiser, which is
Right.
to get shoes for the kids in Samoa, Kenya. And then we have all of our fairly traded goods from Serve International. So, that's the chocolate and all that good stuff. So, again, it will be a second weekend of having opportunities to shop a little bit for Christmas and do good at the same time.
Gosh, I look forward to it. I especially look forward to purchasing some dark chocolate.
We have lots of that. I look forward to this weekend because last weekend I was so busy getting ready for my workshop and getting ready for the rite that I didn't even have time to really look at anything. So this Sunday will be my opportunity to do
So
that.
watch out, Frances is going to have her pocketbook filled with money to spend at the marketplace.
See what I can do. And a reminder that today is a holy day of obligation.
It is.
And we mentioned that at 11:30 and 5, but somehow it got left off the announcements at 9. So I hope we catch some people with this. And so by the time you'll be seeing this, our 7 a.m. Mass will already be passed in English, but you still have an opportunity to attend bilingual Mass at 7 p.m.
So next week is the Feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, and we have a number of celebrations that are coming up next week. And starting on Monday, on December 11th at 11 p.m. is the Mañanitas Mass, and that's the Mass, and then Mañanitas is following that, I believe, in Marian Hall, right? Yep. So that begins at 11 p.m. and continues into the night here in Marian Hall. And then on Tuesday, December 12th, on the memorial of Our Lady of Guadalupe Mass, we will have a bilingual Mass at 7 o'clock p.m. And that will also include a procession with Our Lady to Marian Hall. And there will be danzas, sweetbread, and hot chocolate. So everybody is welcome, and it just really is a grand celebration. I've not participated here, but have participated elsewhere, and it's just, and it's a great way for us to build our community with our Spanish community.
Yep.
So,
It's a great way for us all to come together and
Yeah.
celebrate, because Our Lady of Guadalupe is Mother of the Americas. So that
Exactly.
includes all of us as well. All right, so the St. Vincent de Paul Toy Drive, our annual toy drive for St. Vincent de Paul has begun. If you haven't already done so, please grab a tag such as these, or several, and return your toys to the church. So again, a reminder that the toys need to be new and they need to be unwrapped. Should I talk about the Posada?
Yeah, I thought you were going to.
I was going to,
Okay.
but then I took your line about Immaculate Conception.
That's
but
okay.
That's
But,
okay.
but I'm gonna let you, because you know about it here. You've probably
Okay.
attended before.
So on December 17th, we will be hosting a Posada here in Marion Hall at 7 p.m. So the Posada includes praying the rosary, a short explanation of what Posada means, and then the singing of the Posada. This concludes with the breaking of piñatas and food, candy, and ponche, which in English is punch. The event is in Spanish, but our whole community is welcome to attend.
Wonderful. And I think we have a question
We do.
from our director.
So,
What-
oh, you're gonna do it?
Well, I was just gonna read it.
Go ahead.
So, but you can if you'd like.
No, go ahead.
Okay. What is one way to help others this Advent season?
That is a great question with many, many answers. So actually, one of the crafts that I led this last Sunday at our Advent Festival was creating this alternative Advent calendar that was called Gifts for Jesus. And so you create an Advent calendar, and instead of candy, each day is an activity that you can do to basically spread kindness. And so, one way that I always think of is to go and spend some time at one of our shelters for unhoused people. And so one of the shelters that I would recommend is the Single Men's Shelter, Outsiders Inn. Their director, Adam, is just one of the greatest people to work with and volunteer work with. He's super open to any kind of donations, to any kind of help, and the men there are so appreciative, especially during this time of the year. I think of people coming and just really showing empathy and spreading joy. So that would be my recommendation.
So I was thinking, holiday time is really a difficult time, especially for our community members who have lost members of their family through death in the past year. And often I sit in church and I see many of those families. And so one of the things I thought two things come to mind is one is to always pray for those families during the season of Advent and into Christmas. But then I thought one practical way would be if you know someone who's lost a family member in the last year, maybe to bake some Christmas cookies and then to bring them to them as a gift, to bring some joy to their life. So that's a thought of what to do this Advent season.
It's great.
Great.
That was like one of the ideas on my board.
Oh, was it?
It was to bake Christmas cookies and bring them just as a surprise to one of your neighbors, though.
So it's same idea.
And then there was one about writing a letter to a widow or a widower that you know.
Oh, that's good.
Just sending a card. So that's also similar.
Yeah.
Yep. So lots of ideas, and we will have something that we will share about Advent for the rest of the season.
Yeah. And probably into Christmas a little bit too. Spreading a little Christmas joy.
All right. Well, do you want to talk about
Next week
Sunday's
and Sunday?
schedule?
Yes. So this weekend is the second Sunday of Advent. And this weekend, I will preside at the 9, 11:30, and 5 o'clock p.m. Masses. Deacon Jose will be at the 11:30. And this weekend we have a witness speaker,
We do.
Tom Eberly from Catholic Community Services will speak during the time of the homily.
And that is because we have the Catholic Community Services Collection, the Appeal for the Poor.
Yes. an important collection, especially
is.
during this holiday season. So that's this weekend. Looking forward, on Tuesday, next Tuesday, there will be no Tuesday confessions. There will be Thursday confessions though at 7:30 a.m. And then the following Tuesday, December 19th, I just want to get this out here so people are aware of it, and we'll make this announcement again next week too. But on December 19th, Tuesday, we will have an extended time of the Sacrament of Reconciliation. And so English confessions will be from 3:30 to 6 o'clock p.m. And then Father Amici has agreed to come earlier, and he will, come earlier. He will be here from 4:30 to 7 o'clock for Spanish confessions. Of course, he will hear some English confessions too. So, but that's Tuesday, December 19th. So
Great.
I think that's it. The only thing more that I would want to say, it's important, if you like our videos, just to hit the like button down below. And if you're not a subscriber on the YouTube, just hit the subscribe button down below. And the same on Facebook. Like.
Oh,
My
Siri's listening to you.
Siri's listening to me. I gotta turn her off.
Wow.
Well, Siri wanted to weigh in too because we were talking about Facebook.
Sure.
So if you be
It's
sure
like never say Alexa in your house if you have an Alexa.
right. So be sure to like us on Facebook and also to follow us on Facebook so that you don't miss any of our content and episodes.
All right, well, have a good rest of your weekend and think about one way that you are going to practice an act of kindness for Advent this week.
Sounds
Bye.
good. See ya.